Hey Russ, I just got a chance to look over the terms that you submitted. You are a genius. I'm here to meet with Major right now, get him to sign everything, but I can't believe what you did for me, man. There's a reason they call you the lawyer for the stars. You gave the Mile High Magnum the Magnum treatment, and after I get Major to sign these terms, my name is gonna be on the side of the building. There is no one that can stop me. Nothing can get in my way.
Excuse me, Mr. Draper?
Hey.
I'm sorry, Major is not going to be able to meet with you today. His lawyers have not agreed to the terms. Sorry.
Hey Russ, we're going to war.
Once again, we see Dak Draper getting upset, all because he's not getting his way, he's not getting his meeting with Major Basin.
And he has that lawyer on speed dial. He has to by now, because every turn that Dak Draper makes seems like that bottom feeding lawyer is right there. He is going to be in action in our main event tonight against Lakota Warrior Red Cloud, so stay tuned for that. I'm Ben Miller.
And I'm Marty Bow.
We've got a great hour of pro wrestling action lined up for all you fans at home, starting off with Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez taking on High on Life, Ken Dharma.
The connoisseur Niles Plunk takes on one half of Royal Blood, Jet Royal.
Marty, it's Plunk K. And in our main event, we have Dak Draper taking on the Lakota Warrior Red Cloud. Now, Marty, let's talk about the opening contest tonight, which is Sharkbait. Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez taking on High on Life, Ken Dharma.
This is a battle of flexibility versus agility, you could say. Sharkbait is known for his strikes. Sharkbait is known for being very fast. Is he going to be able to, hit that kick and knock him out of the water?
He might be dead in the water after that kick. There we go. Let's get down to ringside and check out our first matchup. I guess we got to start off with this guy, High on Life, Ken Dharma.
Nothing like getting centered right from the beginning of the program, Ben. And Ken Dharma's out here to do that. Look, another new great necklace he brought back from, I think those are from Malaysia this time.
Joy to the world, the well-traveled.
First, he prefers to reside on a higher plane. 169 pounds, the most flexible wrestler in the world today. This is High on Life, Ken Dharma.
I'm curious as to what that sign said that Ken Dharma felt that he needed to tear it up for one of our great fans here at ringside in the Scottish Rite Temple.
What is this? Look at this, is new.
That's impressive.
Wow, look at that. The leverage this guy has as the king of yoga. This is great. And look who he's got today, Ben. A guy, now you have yoga taking on MMA. I'd probably bet on MMA, maybe, but not in this case. The yoga monster is going to take him out.
Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez.
His opponent, from Lee Summit, Missouri, weighing 175 pounds. He is professionally ranked in both pro wrestling and mixed martial arts. This is Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez.
I'll tell you what, if you could bottle some of Sharkbait's youthful exuberance and how much joy he brings into the ring wherever he goes, I mean, you could make a lot of money. That is a lot of energy, a lot of excitement that one Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez brings to whatever wrestling ring he's in.
I call that inexperience. When people are very happy and just smiling all the time, they just haven't been hit with a cold, hard dose of reality of real life. And that's what Dharma's going to do in this match.
Nice go behind by Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez. Ken Dharma is going to try to use his experience to pick up a victory over Sharkbait. Sharkbait's picked up a lot of impressive wins since debuting in the NWL just a few months back.
You're absolutely right. I mean, he's been battling with the foundation. He's joined up with Jack Foster and Sharkbait. He has had quite the run here in his early career in the NWL. But like I said, Ken Dharma is a guy that the flexibility might be equal to that of Gutierrez.
You see that? Speaking of flexibility, nice flexibility shown there by Ken Dharma to get out, and now with the side headlock takeover. And we've seen a change in Ken Dharma's attitude, I would say, over the last few weeks, being more vocal, being more, I believe, what his true self is, which is a cocky, loudmouth, arrogant young man. This guy hides behind the peace of mind, but I think there's a devilish side to one high on life Ken Dharma.
Really? I walk around the locker room, he's friends with everybody here. I don't know what you're talking about. Look at this. And Sharkbait matching him here early on. Impressive outing so far from Sharkbait, but no, I think you're wrong. I think he's high on life. I think he's super positive. I think he's a friend to everybody. And yes, he's always very, very chill for some reason.
You're going to tell me that you're telling me this whole thing's a genuine, that's what he really is?
Of course.
Give me a break.
I mean, he reeks of genuineness. I mean, come on.
Now Ken Dharma, that's one thing that's genuine about those forearm strikes right to the chest of Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez. I don't think this is smart of Ken Dharma to want to get in a striking match with Sharkbait.
No, he definitely has to continue his flexibility, using his experience to try to take out Sharkbait, because you start going blow to blow with strikes and kicks, you're going to be in trouble.
Those some nice quad kicks. Look at that serious look on Sharkbait. Sharkbait's usually fun in games, but when it's time to get down to business, he will kick your head off, and there's a Pele kick. I think the heel caught Ken Dharma right in the jaw.
Look at this, but he's going to the top already.
Keep your eyes on Sharkbait. This kid is known to fly, and Dharma cuts him off at the pass and sends Sharkbait spilling to the outside.
The NWL is brought to you by Mr. Plumber, Inc. You can put your trust in Mr. Plumber for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Our skilled technicians provide unparalleled service, competitive prices, and exceptional quality. Call Mr. Plumber today at 913-238-1498. And by Champion Tattoo and Piercing, Johnson County's premier custom tattooing and piercing studio. Stop by the shop located at 1016 East Santa Fe in Olathe, Kansas.
Ken Dharma stays on the offensive here against Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez. Oh, did you hear that? What a quad kick there by, pushes him back first into the
Since Sharkbait came to the NWL, there's been more bags of ice going against people's legs, their chins. I mean, this guy just takes out people with just a flick of his wrist, and Dharma has to be careful from that.
Or a flick of that spinning back kick that he calls dead in the water, and we saw him pick up a huge victory last time we were here in the Scottish Rite Temple against one Dingo. I mean, that was a flash knockout out of nowhere, and Ken Dharma has got to stay on his toes against the offensive arsenal that is Sharkbait. Cover.
Almost a 3 count there. Dharma, like I said, has to stay on top of him. Can not let this guy fly. And I always say, if this guy's not going to wear shoes or boots, you should start stomping on those toes and going after those ankles, because he's completely unprotected.
You got a glancing blow off the shoulder there of Ken Dharma. Ken Dharma counters with a nice sidewalk slam. Nick Chin is in position. And he gets a 2 count.
Come on. I agree. 1, 2, 3.
I don't even know if Dharma knows how to counteract this offense that Sharkbait has been able to put together, and Dharma seems to be getting frustrated here in the early goings of this matchup.
Did you see that yoga kip up right there? That's amazing. What this guy can do is amazing.
That's a yoga kip up?
Well, what else would you call it?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Yoga kip up,
a back bend, he back bend and stood up. I mean,
look, he just kicked Sharkbait right in the back.
Right between the shoulder blades. Nick Chin in position again. Sharkbait able to roll over and kick out of that pinning predicament. Notice how Ken Dharma had all that weight, both legs hooked, all that weight placed on the shoulders of Anthony Gutierrez. That's a definite veteran move. Nice back senton. Now going once again a great leg hook there from the experienced Ken Dharma. Only able to get a 2 count.
Hooking the leg, but continuing to work that back of Sharkbait. And Sharkbait, NWL has had such a hellacious schedule over the past few months. He may have a nagging injury in that back, and Dharma senses it, continues to go after it.
That's true. When you war with the foundation the way Sharkbait has over these last few months, you're definitely going to have some nagging injuries. Now Sharkbait's on the offensive again. 2 European uppercuts. Ken Dharma created some space by pushing him away. And now up and over goes Sharkbait. Nice back handspring.
What was the point of that?
Trying to get a little bit of that arm drag and a back leg lariat there.
Come on, Dharma,
Look
get
how
up.
quick Sharkbait is. Sharkbait off the other side. Jumping knee strike right into the point of the jaw.
Dharma.
Now look at there's that standing shooting star press. Going for a cover, only gets a 2 count. So close. Almost got a 3 does Anthony Sharkbait.
That running shooting star press that usually takes out a common man, but not Ken Dharma. The most centered man on this roster, this crowd, definitely behind Sharkbait for some reason. Dharma, come on. How could you not like a guy who is so happy and genuine and centered? Your silence speaks volumes.
Again, I think everyone can see through the demeanor of one Ken Dharma and can see the genuineness of someone like Sharkbait. Sharkbait's just a good guy. Oh, look at this. Watch this. Ken Dharma doing a headstand on the top rope. We've seen him do this before. He will spring back with that body press. Oh, he lands on his feet. Sharkbait has him in a waist lock. He drops down. There's that arm bar. That cross arm breaker. That cross arm breaker is locked on tight. Could this be the end? Could we see Dharma tap out? He's holding on as long as he can.
Come on.
He's got to make his way to the rope. Oh, there it is. There's a tap. We have a tap out. Submission victory for Sharkbait.
It's about to be finished right there, and then what the heck happened?
Well, if you saw it, that cross arm breaker was locked in deep. Sharkbait showing his submission and MMA skills and picking up a huge victory over the more experienced Ken Dharma.
Man, the impressive victories keep piling up for Sharkbait here in the NWL.
Hey, this is Stevie Richards from the ECW, WCW, TNA, ROH, and WWE, and you're watching the best independent wrestling here in the world, NWL.
Welcome back to the NWL, and Ryan, here comes Niles Planquet. Let's take you to the tasting room segment, which happened earlier this evening, where it was revealed that Jet Royal was the one that filmed Niles Planquet and Belvedere's ruse against Lakota Red Cloud. And as you see there, the trio, Niles Planquet's little henchmen there are putting the beat down on Jet Royal, which caused this match to happen right here, right now. Look at this. Just dropping him right on his face. Oh, come on. He exposed Niles Planquet for the rat that he truly is.
That's what happens when you don't have you. He should have been poking his nose in Belvedere's and Rashid Ali's and, more importantly, Niles Planquet's business.
Jet Royal did what was right, and as you saw,
did what was right. He was that's breaking privacy codes.
Here comes Jet Royal, the man who is defending basically the honor of the Lakota Warrior Red Cloud, and he's ready to do battle with Niles Planquet.
Lee Summit, Missouri, weighing 180 pounds. He is one half of the Royal Blood, Jet Royal.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. You know, Niles Planquet is not going to be too happy. First of all, if this guy didn't try to punk him like he did, you know, Red Cloud would still be the greatest butler, the servant. That's what he is. He wouldn't have welched on his bed, and he would have still been serving the greatest wine known to man to Niles Planquet. But instead, this guy sticks his nose out there, starts recording on this little, he probably has a Samsung, he's so not cool, and he records that and sends it in. That's horrible. This guy deserves to get beat down.
Really despicable tonight, as you are every time we call matches here. And I'm curious to see, has Jet Royal always trying to do the right thing here in the NWL? Obviously by filming Belvedere's neck injury, and I use that in air quotes. Now he's going to go against Niles Planquet. It'll be interesting to see here how he plans to pick up a victory over the much more experienced Planquet.
Yes, Planquet likes to stalk his victims. He likes to everything he does has a purpose. And on the other side, we have Jet Royal, who of course likes to do his aerial tactics. He's very quick, very dangerous from that top rope. So we'll see how these styles work out. Look at this.
Look at that, a series of kip-ups there, throwing off the game of Niles Planquet into a top wrist lock. Jet Royal always impressive with his agility, and he's actually done quite well for himself as a singles competitor here in the NWL since his brother went down with that knee injury.
Yes, Jax has been out for quite some time now, so you're right, Jet Royal has looked great in singles competition, but this just doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you want to mess with Niles Planquet? Why would you want to record him? Why would you want to try to get him in trouble? You know, that's just... snitches get stitches. That's what I learned a long time ago there, Ben. That's what's going to happen tonight. Hopefully they cracks a wine bottle to this guy's head. The NWL is brought to you by Flying Monkey Beer, doing things that are fun with people who are cool since 1996. And by the Windy Wine Company, fun wines, good times. Also by Local Pig, located just east of City Market. A whole animal butcher shop featuring locally sourced animals raised outdoors with no hormones or antibiotics.
We can make a rule that you can never say snitches get stitches is definitely one of them. Look at that trip on Niles Planquet using that agility and a rolling blockbuster neck snap, going for a quick cover. Only got a 1 count. Niles Planquet, it's going to take a lot more than that to put down the experienced Niles Planquet. This man is a ring veteran, and that forearm is sure going to help try to get Jet Royal to where he needs to go.
Belvedere out there, his neck fully healed at this point.
He was never injured to begin with. Oh! Back heel kick right into the stomach of Niles Planquet. Another snapmare. Let's listen.
What?
Oh! Kick right in between the shoulder blades.
He might have a loaded boot, Kennedy.
Oh, probably one of the best high flyers in the NWL. When we see a pinfall.
Well, I guess he likes fighting the odds, this Jet Royal, because he's already got 2-on-1 right now. You know Belvedere's not too happy. Belvedere has to be the guy that has to get everything for Planquet now. That was Red Cloud before.
Rise on Jet Royal as he might be looking to scrap. Yeah. Oh, come on. And there's Belvedere. There's the difference maker in a lot of Niles matches.
Look how quick he was.
Is Belvedere going for that super kick, and he ducks and covers.
That's
what
smart.
A coward. What a coward.
Oh, a coward. You want to take a super kick to the face from Jet Royal?
You do the crime, you pay the time. He grabbed his boot, and now he should get super kicked.
You talk about phrases I don't want to hear again. Come on. Yeah.
I gotta admit that was pretty bad. Rains down right hands on the top of Jet Royal, going for a cover, only gets a 2 count. Fans, if you want to see action like this, you gotta see when we are in your neck of the woods, wherever you're watching this program right now. Go to NWL.com, click on the events banner, and buy yourself some tickets for the next time the NWL is in your area. We promise you will not be disappointed. It's a great family-friendly time.
Grape stomp right there, too. How many times you get to see a grape stomp in a match? Look at that, just hopefully opening up the chest of Jet Royal. He just needs to get a little sharper boots, maybe like Iron Sheik boots. Then he could really inflict some pain when he gives somebody the grape stomp.
That might be the most deplorable thing you've ever said. You want him to rip the chest open of Jet Royal? Listen to yourself.
Here we go.
Going for another cover, only gets a 2 count. Adam Kennedy, what a great set of referees we have here in the NWL, especially Adam Kennedy.
I think they're all horrible.
I know you do. None
of them can count to 3 when I want them to.
Of course not. Going for a top wrist lock there on Jet Royal.
He's horrible.
He wants to ground Jet Royal, use some of that expert ring awareness and prowess that Niles Planquet does possess to try to pick up a victory. And of course, it definitely helps him that Belvedere is roaming around ringside, always willing to lend a hand to his boss.
Yes, Belvedere's a great butler. He was supposed to be he was in charge of somebody finally.
Oh, look at that, rolls him up. Jet Royal gets another 2 count.
Belvedere finally lifted up into managerial status, and then this guy, Jet Royal, had to ruin it all, letting Red Cloud out of everything.
Oh, look at that spinning Polish hammer right into the chest.
Yes, here we go.
And now he's uncorking that wine and driving that elbow.
Here he hits
corkscrew elbow drop, only gets a 2
Thought you said these refs were good. Come on, Niles, come on, finish him. You got the elbow in. Another grape stomp or 2, and this is over.
Ramming his head into that top turnbuckle. Firing with a forearm shot.
Here we go.
Stomping away on the chest. Niles, Jet Royal, Niles Blanquet, inflicting some damage to Jet Royal right now.
Oh, come on, don't worry about that, Niles.
Look at Niles is paying too much attention to the fans and gets drop kicked to the outside.
Belvedere, help him.
When you pay too much attention to the fans at ringside, and look, Jet Royal with a baseball slide.
Belvedere, help him out, come on, what are you doing?
Eyes on Jet Royal, there's a Tote Suicida for Belvedere getting involved in the action here.
Probably re-injured his neck right there.
Or injured it for the first time, he's never injured to begin with. And what is Adam Kennedy
good
doing?
Referee. You're right,
oh, now he's a good referee.
Yeah. He stopped this. Look, he's already taken out the second out there. Belvedere.
Look at Adam Kennedy. He wants Belvedere. Look, distracts him. Keep your eyes. There's an acai moonsault for both Belvedere and Niles Blanquet.
Come on, boys. Get up. It's 2-on-1. You can finish this guy.
Rolling Niles Blanquet back into the ring. Once again, Jet Royal stays on the offensive. Springboard forearm right to the face. This could be it for Niles Blanquet. 1-2.
This is exactly what he doesn't want. The momentum going and the speed of this match going up to Jet Royal's level. Here we go.
And here comes Belvedere once again, sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong. And now he gets slingshotted into the ring.
He doesn't like the fact he just got taken out by this guy. Don't blame him. Yes.
Now Belvedere capitalizing on the distraction Niles Blanquet capitalizing on the distraction of Belvedere. And now he's holding him up. We've seen Belvedere have a wine cooler in his hands before. Now Belvedere charges and gets dumped to the outside.
Come on!
Serves him right, once again sticking his nose in this match. Could we see the uncorker? No. And now Ace Crusher by Jet Royal could be setting him in position.
No.
For the highest shooting star press in the wrestling business right now. It's performed by Jet Royal.
Niles, get up. What's
this?
this?
And of course, here comes Rashid Ali. And there's the disqualification. Niles Blanquet's new buddy, if you will.
He's the best music producer in town. Oh, look at that. He accidentally speared him. Rashid Ali is a great music producer.
I had no idea. And he's just got to wear expensive shirts, but apparently the newfound friendship between Niles Blanquet and Rashid Ali paid off tonight. He didn't pick up the victory, but he may have not suffered an actual pinfall loss here because of someone like Rashid Ali.
He did not. Well, you know what? When you have friends, they come out and help you. Like I said, Rashid Ali, like I said, his personal music producer, he told me very soon he's going to show us some of his great acts here at the NWL that he has signed. But nevertheless, look at this guy. He's so mad that he couldn't get the pinfall victory, and you're not going to get it over Niles Blanquet.
I can't help but to think of a song, I've Got Friends in Low Places, and that's Niles Blanquet's theme song for tonight.
Don't disparage Garth Brooks with your stupid comments. What is this?
Oh, Belvedere, are you serious?
That was so condescending going over there trying to straighten his tie. Don't touch Belvedere.
Belvedere is still out there without his buddies, and he just got a forearm smashed right in the face, and Jet Royal's going to leave well enough alone. Wait, what is he?
What?
Oh, there's a jack-o'-lantern underneath the ring.
What is that? Why was that there?
A very festive fall harvest pumpkin there. Put it on the head of Belvedere. Oh, super kick. And that pumpkin just exploded. And look, it's in his mouth.
That's horrible. Why would you be okay with this?
As we just saw, wins don't always mean everything to Naus Plonk, or Plonke, whatever it is you want to call him this week, as he used Rashid Ali to hit Jet, costing them the match. Jet did get the last laugh, as we saw a nice fall harvest super kick to their associate Belvedere. Let's head down to Ben Miller, who's in the control room for this week's NWL update.
Thanks, Marty. This is Ben Miller with this week's NWL update. Now, before I get to the update, I want to tell all you great fans at home, you need to go to NWLeague.com, click on the events banner right up in the corner there, and see when the NWL will be in your neck of the woods. Because you may see action like we saw this last weekend when Marty Bell took on Carolina Rodriguez. Now, these women have been battling all across the Midwest, and this was no exception. These two ladies went toe-to-toe for, I mean, it seemed like almost 10 minutes, with Marty Bell picking up yet another victory against Carolina. I don't know what Carolina's got to do, but she's been losing against Marty Bell quite a bit, and she may need to reach into that old bag of tricks, a foundation bag of tricks, to try to pick up a victory over Dominican Dynamite. The next match we saw was Gary J taking on Michael Strider in a street fight. Now, I've seen a lot of wrestling matches in my life, but I have never seen someone take a beating like Gary J. Michael Strider beat him from pillar to post, with Gary J getting some comeuppance of his own in that match. But one thing's for sure, this is one of the most hard-hitting matches I've ever seen in my life, and you guys should go out of your way to see it when the NWL comes to your town. Now, like I said before, that's it for me in the control room, but go to NWLeague.com, click on the events banner, and get your tickets now for when the NWL comes to your town.
I am Jack Foster, and I am pro wrestling. I dedicated my life to this sport, but the sport I fell in love with faded away a long time ago. I've come to the NWL to try and resurrect something very special to me. This is not pro wrestling. Jack Foster is pro wrestling.
Jet, tonight you picked up a victory against Naus Plonk. And maybe it wasn't the way you wanted it to win, but hey, a win's a win, right?
You know, Marty, it's almost been a year ago today that I signed my contract with the National Wrestling League. That was one of the best days of my life. Back then, this company was great. Everything was going smooth. And then people started to change. Things started to change. And now it seems to me that the inmates are running the asylum. You know, you have Matt Jackson teaming up with the foundation. You have Dak Draper doing whatever Dak Draper does, and you have guys like Rashid Ali, like Belvedere, like Niles Plonk going out there disrespecting this company, disrespecting the fans, and most importantly, disrespecting professional wrestling, and I'm sick of it. I'm not going to sit in the back and let stuff like that go down anymore. So Plonk, Belvedere, Rashid Ali, you three are the first on my chopping block, and this little beef we got is far from over.
I am Dak Draper, the Mile High Magnum. I'm 6'5", 250 pounds. Amateur wrestling background, devastatingly handsome, everything it takes to be an NWL champion. If you didn't already know that, then shame on you.
Ben, it is time for the main event of the evening. The Lakota Warrior Red Cloud gets another shot at the Kansas City Championship.
Now, some would say Lakota may not deserve this title shot against Dak Draper because last time that these guys met, it was a forearm right across the face, and that was it. I mean, right?
I mean, it was Niles Plonk's fault. It's not like he had the opportunity to battle for it. And if there's one thing I can say about Dak Draper is I'm sure he'd like the competition.
Absolutely, and you never know. I think Now finally Lakota can get a fair shot against Dakota Draper for the NWLKC title. So let's get down to ringside and find out who wins this matchup. Main event time here on this week's edition of NWL TV, and we've got a barn burner for everybody out there. Has the champion, NWLKC champion Dakota Draper, takes on this man, the Lakota Warrior, Red Cloud.
You know, and it's sort of, I'm a little worried for Dak Draper because this man right here just took out Niles Planquet in a Stomp the Grapes match just a couple of weeks ago. So he's riding high right now, very confident of himself. And the last time these two faced, I thought Dak was getting a little banged up by Red Cloud. So hopefully tonight, definitively, Dak Draper can put this victory against Red Cloud in the books.
Dakota Warrior definitely on a roll since winning that Grape Stomp match against Niles Planquet last week on this very broadcast. A couple weeks ago.
Come on, Dak. This is going to be one of, if not the biggest man that he's ever faced in his run as NWL champion now. Red Cloud, one of the biggest, strongest guys on the roster, but up to this point, no one's proven that they can do anything against this man, the undefeated Dak Draper.
And there he is, the Mile High Magnum, the only undefeated singles competitor in the NWL. Dak Draper, love him or hate him, this is the Kansas City champion.
Dak Draper, the greatest champion in NWL history, undefeated in singles action, like you said, and I don't think it's going to stop tonight, but we'll see. Like I said, maybe the strongest man he's ever faced here in the NWL.
It's just impressive sometimes does not do this man. At least his physique is very impressive, but as those fans think there, Dak is definitely whack in the eyes of a lot of fans here in the NWL.
Those signs are horrible. And who started that?
Our great fans did.
Great.
Wrestling fans, welcome to Main Event City. As sanctioned by the National Wrestling League, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it's for the top prize in the Midwest, the NWL Kansas City Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. Proudly representing the Santee Sioux Reservation. Weighing 295 pounds, he is the Lakota Warrior, Red Cloud.
Yes, that's who I'm going for tonight, eh? As if you didn't need, I mean, you could have guessed that. I'm going for him.
You're so anti-Dak. Sad.
From Denver, Colorado.
Who cares?
Weighing 250 pounds. He has not been pinned. He has not been submitted. Undefeated as Kansas City champion. This is the Mile High Magnum, Dak Draper.
This is the epitome of who you want as a champion in your company, Dak Draper. He's got the looks, he's got the brains, he's got the ring prowess. This guy, everyone wants their son to end up like Dak Draper.
Dak Draper has literally beat the best of the best in the wrestling business. There is no denying that. Jeff Cobb, Eric Cannon, Niles Planquet, Lakota Red Cloud, Blade Meeks, the list goes on and on. He has defeated every single person that stands in his way and has remained the NWL champion since winning it back in April.
Come on, Dak.
Sure, he's cut a couple corners here and there. Let's not, I mean, there should be an asterisk
Why do you have to say
next to
these
his name,
things?
because it's true.
You said something nice about him finally, and then you have to add some caveat to it? No.
I call it as I see it. Dak Draper is a great champion in some regard, but I mean, let's be honest. The last time he beat the Lakota Warrior, Niles Planquet had a hand in that. Let's just let's call it like
he was going to finish him off anyway, and Niles got a little involved. Whatever.
And now the Kansas City champion admonishing those fans for holding up those Dak is whack signs.
Watch out, Dak! Is that fair? No, you don't need one. Is that fair that you just attacked him when he was talking to the fans?
Yeah, because he is being distracted by his own will, by his own admission, looking out at the fans. When someone tries to grab your foot, nice splash into the corner there by a very large Lakota Red Cloud.
Oh, sidewalk slam. Come on, get up, Dak.
Could this be over early? He only gets a 2 count. Maybe 1 count, actually.
Come on. And you know what? Like I said, I'm a little concerned because Red Cloud is on a high now after putting what he says Niles Plunk in his place, beating him in that Stomp the Grapes match. And I don't know. I see some extra confidence in him now. He's got that mohawk shaved down. He's very, I don't know. He just walks around with his shoulders held high. And I know that Dak Draper doesn't need any more power in the side of Red Cloud.
Dak Draper looked like he was going for an escape there, and Lakota Warrior holds on to that wrist lock here. You're not going to find many people in the locker room, stronger than these two individuals, which would be Dak Draper and especially the Lakota Warrior hammering down on the back of Dak Draper.
The videos I see of Red Cloud up in his ranch, I mean, the guy lifts just huge barrels every day, like hay bales. This guy is as strong as an ox, and I don't know, like I said, yes, he's faced people like obviously Jeff Cobb and other people, but no one is stronger than Red Cloud.
Look at the agility. I've never seen that out of the Lakota Warrior. He just did a no-hand kip-up. That's really impressive for a guy the size of the Lakota Warrior. Now Dak Draper wisely actually drop kicks that big old wheel out from underneath the Lakota Warrior.
Man's a 300-pound monster, Red Cloud. I mean, this is a guy, he's also a college football star, much like Dak Draper was, a wrestling athlete that Dak Draper was. But now he's got, I don't know, like I said, that was a 300-pound man doing a kip-up, and he's not 300 pounds of fat. This is a guy that, he's a strongman competition winner.
Definitely has that power, that traditional powerlifting physique. Big quads, big shoulders, big chest. Maybe not, like you said, not much body fat on the frame of the Lakota Warrior. Neither Dakota Draper. Both these men just outstanding specimens of the type of athlete we have here in the NWL.
Come on, Dak.
Now Dak hammering with right hands to the top of the head. Side headlock takeover by Dak Draper, making sure that the Lakota Warrior stays grounded.
Big main event here for the NWL Championship here. Dak trying to defend it. I was thinking the other day, I wonder how Blaine Meeks is doing with his little gimpy leg.
Here we go. I thought we could go one broadcast without you kicking a man while he's down. And Blaine Meeks, from what I hear, is recovering just fine.
Well, that dork has no friends. Look at that shoulder block.
Oh, he just got ran over by a Lakota semi.
Come on, Dak.
That's arm drag takeover. High elevation on that back body drop.
No, you don't want Red Cloud to get the fans behind him. He's motivated.
Oh, he was going for that jumping leg drop. Oh, and there's Dak Draper taking him out with a reverse elbow.
Oh, I thought he was going to go for the cover. Sometimes he takes people out with that.
Absolutely, we've seen him pick up a victory or two with that vicious reverse elbow.
But you know what I want to see? I want to see him hoist up the 300-pound Red Cloud into that Dr. Bomb and just slam that head on the canvas.
Last time he was able to pick up a victory with a vicious roaring elbow strike. I think it knocked Lakota Warrior clean out last time they were in a matchup together. It would be very impressive to see if Dak Draper could get him in that mile-high Dr. Bomb. I don't think it's going to happen tonight. I think we see a new NWL champion.
Well, who knows? That Red Cloud is definitely on his way up in the NWL, but we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, it's really hard for me to believe. It's sort of like Tom Brady. Until someone unseats him, he's still the best. He's the standard.
You know we're in Kansas City, right?
Sure.
Let's not talk about Tom Brady.
It's cute that Alex Smith is trying to sort of be in the shadow of Tom Brady. I saw the power rankings this week. You know who ESPN's #1? Tom Brady.
I apologize for the comments of Ryan McGillicuddy here on NWL.
Hey, I like the Broncos. Me and Dak both like the Broncos.
Oh, here we go. Good Lord. Let's just get back to the action.
Come on.
Dak Draper stays on top of the Lakota Warrior, really torquing on that neck and shoulder.
Now, you know what? I never understand. How can this guy feed off the crowd like this? I mean, who cares what these morons think?
It's not just the crowd that the Lakota Warrior feeds off of, it's also his ancestors. He seems to gather a lot of strength from maybe the spirits of his ancestors. Almost gets a 2 count there. Dak Draper once again doing a nice ankle pick. Cartwheel over into a knee drop.
Such style.
Driving that knee right into the face. Using the momentum of that cartwheel to drive the knee right into the cheek. Oh, look at this, how insulting. And another jumping knee strike right to the face. Dak Draper going for a cover and gets a 2 count.
Big kick out there. I mean, Dak's sort of looking a little perplexed on like what he has to do to put out the big man. Just stay on top of him, Dak. Don't let this crowd get to you.
Oh, no. His chant breaks out here in the Scottish Rite Temple.
Everybody shut up. Here we go. He's going for it.
Oh, he might have him up in the mile-high doctor bomb.
Oh, he threw out his back.
I think his back gave out. The almost 300-pound Lakota Warrior. Not an easy guy to get up in that doctor bomb. And Dak's back may be injured right now.
His back is whacked. It's horrible. I don't know if he's going to be able to get him up and put him down now after I just saw that.
Could Dak be suffering the effects of the weight? Oh no, that axe handle did not register with the Lakota Warrior. Dak Draper goes to the second rope, and another axe handle doesn't register. Could he go up to the third rope with another axe handle? He jumps off and catches him right in the stomach.
What does this guy have? This next gear that Red Cloud's showing now.
Lakota Warrior is just shoulder blocked Dak Draper into an oblivion.
Come on. Throwing my phone around this room, it's horrible.
Catching him with a tomahawk chop right to the top of the head. Crowd solidly behind the Lakota Warrior. Could we see him picking up? Oh, there it is, that jumping leg drop. Going for a cover, 1 and 2.
Thank goodness. I thought he had it through that leg, Larry. You know, sometimes, what's he gonna do now? Just not the bow and arrow.
If he gets him up in that bow and arrow, we could see a new NWL KC champion here tonight at the Scottish Rite Temple. Oh, here comes that Red Thunder power. No, I thought he was going to get the Red Thunder power slam. And Dak Draper drops him in a reverse DDT.
Nice reversal by Dak. Cutting that off. Now Dak back in control, thank goodness.
So many weapons in the arsenal of the Lakota Warrior Red Cloud that could lead him to his first ever Kansas City championship, but Dak Draper stays 1 step ahead of Red Cloud.
Same script as always, buddy. Dak Draper just 1 step ahead of whoever thinks they can beat him.
Dak Draper unable to get the Lakota Warrior up for that slam. Oh, but again drops that neck, that brawny neck over the top rope. Dak Draper, well, look at this. Oh, he just spiked him into the canvas with a spine buster. The Lakota Warrior refuses to lose here tonight.
That reminded me of Ron Simmons right there. I mean, come on, Dak's in trouble now.
The great Florida State Seminole Ron Simmons. Now look at this. Could be going for that over-the-shoulder power slam. Could this be it for Dak Draper? And he kicks out at 2 3/4.
We were just talking about Ron Simmons. That reminded me of Davey Boy Smith. That power slam, just picking him up, hoisting him on that shoulder, and driving him into the ground. Dak is in deep trouble now. Come on, Dak. Keep your foot on the rope, yes.
Dak Draper trying to figure out anything to break this momentum of the Lakota Warrior. Lakota needs to go for that bow and arrow. If he can connect with that, we will have a new NWL champion, which I would actually be very excited about. Dak reversal, the Irish whip, and there's that forearm. That's what knocked out the Lakota Warrior. Oh, look, his feet are on the ropes. Come on, Nick Chin. He's got to see things like that. The Lakota Warrior was almost pinned by Dak Draper with his feet on the ropes.
Almost, it didn't happen, so get off Nick Chin's case, okay? Come on.
Now you're a defender of Nick Chin.
Here we go.
Look at the hook in that mile-high doctor bomb. What is he doing here? The Lakota Warrior has him hooked up. That Emerald Flosion dropped him right on his head. 2 nose. Almost got a 3 count.
Come on.
Midnight Guthrie can't believe it.
He can't believe anything. Look, Dak Draper has gone 0 for 2 now. I'm trying to get him up with that doctor bomb. I'm very concerned about
Are we seeing it now? He could hook him up for that bow and arrow. Dak Draper is in trouble. He is holding his neck. There's some damage that's been done to that neck. He's got him up. This is it. The first ever. Oh, no. Dak Draper reverses it to a chin breaker. Oh, he couldn't. Mile high doctor bomb out of nowhere. 2 and 3. And that is it. Dak Draper puts all doubt to rest and picks up a victory over the Lakota Warrior in our main event tonight.
Undefeated Kansas City champion, Dak Draper.
Look at that. He reverses out of the bow and arrow into that chin breaker, into the doctor bomb. I mean, this is how champions win matches against men like Red Cloud.
Undeniable is definitely a word that comes to mind. You can say what you want, I say it week after week, but Dak Draper picks up another victory, and he is now 10 months undefeated on top of the mountain here in the NWL, and that's impressive.
What was impressive, Red Cloud gave him one of his greatest fights since he has been the NWL champion, so congrats to him, and not enough, boy.
And we got to go for Ryan McGillicuddy. I'm Ben Miller. Good night, good fight. We'll see you next time.